special is that we look for the story when it comes to our customers.
Just listening to them, talking to them, figuring out a little bit about their background. A larger bank is not going to ask you those questions to figure out the end goal for you.
We stuck with Franklin Bank and Trust for over 10 years, easily because of the service.
I like to think of us more than just checking accounts and loans and things, but dreams and goals and aspirations is what we're trying to help people reach.
Franklin Bank and Trust, hometown banking at its best.
Are you looking for a place to connect, grow, and worship? Discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot, just like the fajita. I write what I live, my life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
Time for them to be seeing these juniors and seniors and
Mr. Smith, what was that call about last Friday night?
Well, Doc, I thought he crossed the line.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the stands thought you were the one that crossed the line with that call.
I guess I get that all the time, Doc.
Well, I'm glad you finally came in here to get your eyes checked at Wilkins Eye Care.
And like I said, I hear that all the time.
you can keep playing commercials right now. They stopped the clock, and there's 8 minutes on the clock, and both teams are back out here on the floor. Hey, do we know the clock has stopped? Not really sure what's going on with that, but we'll see. There we go. Let's see. They put 4 minutes on it, and it's counting down. So you want to give me about 2 minutes of commercials and then get started? All right. Welcome back to 92.3 WFKN's coverage of Franklin Simpson Wildcat basketball. I'm Cody Schuler on the call with you tonight as our varsity Wildcats are taking on the Ohio County Eagles. We are about a minute and a half.
FSHS football is brought to you by the following sponsors. Trent Bedding. If I won't have it in my house, I won't deliver it to yours.
They catch coming away with a win. They were down and come back to win that one, 42-37 over Ohio County. This one's going to be an exciting one for us tonight. I think kind of another benchmark game to see where we're at on the season. Our boys will once again be in the all-white uniforms with the royal blue letters and numerals, and the gray and royal blue stripes down the side, whereas Ohio County will be in the all-gray uniforms with the white lettering and numerals. Less than a minute now to get started into this one. Ohio County, I was just checking out their stats, and they're led in scoring by 4 juniors. Ryan Durham with 16 points per game, Alex Quisenberry with 11.7, Sean Cotton with 8.3, and Tate Abney with 8.3. Then a freshman, Max Holsquall, with 4 points a game. And Franklin Simpson Wildcat boys, I mean, we are a older team, pretty much, being led by Ja'Kai Partinger, Cole Scher, Alan Johnson, Cameron Ray, Kamari Phillips. Then we go into our sophomores with Brody McAllister, Jameer Brooks, Logan Morris. There's a name that we're going to look for tonight. Continue to be big in the middle. He's averaging just shy of 5 rebounds per game. 5 seconds till you hear that buzzer here in the background. And they're going to get started on those starters. They'll begin with our looking at our starters right now for our boys. Looks like we see Jameer Brooks over there. He's going to be starting. Logan Morris is going to be starting. Cole Scher, Sean Cotton, Alex Quisenberry, Brian Durham, Tate Abney, and number 12, Hayden Phelps. All right, so there for Ohio County. We're going to see the junior Sean Cotton, the junior Alex Quisenberry, and the senior Hayden Phelps, along with junior Ryan Durham and the junior Tate Abney start for them. And now for your Wildcats, we're going to see Jameer Brooks, the sophomore, starting with them. And then we're going to see the junior Cole Scher, Ja'Kai Partinger, Kamari Phillips, and Logan Morris. Our boys look to be pretty pumped up on this one. I tell you what, I'm excited to see them looking loose and excited. They've been dapping each other up and high-fiving Head coach Dee Spencer is going to gather his starting 5 out there at the top of the three-point line right now. Everybody's coming together. Tell you what, I love the leadership of head coach Dee Spencer that he shows these boys. Anybody that's ever been involved with a coaching family or anything like that knows the labor of love that these people take and put into these kinds of things. As we set for Ja'Kai Partinger to jump with Hayden Phelps, controlled by the Wildcats. Down the left side, there's Kamari Phillips up top to Ja'Kai Partinger. Pump fake, started to think about driving off his foot a little bit, recovers though. Between the legs a couple times, passes over to Kamari. Kamari's going to dribble drive a little bit over to Partinger. He's going to, good looking crossover. There's that spinning fade away. Rebounded by Phelps. Pushed up the right side there. Here comes Ohio County, swung around the corner now. Back up top. Handled by Durham. Over to the right wing now. Goes at the Cotton. Back over to the left wing, back around Durham. Into the left corner. Ohio County just kind of moving the ball around, just probing a little bit. Yet to be very aggressive, making any kind of moves to the basket. Poked away by Brooks. Recovered. Yep, continuing to probe around. They are a team that likes to shoot the 3 ball, but you've got to give credit to your Franklin Simpson. There they go. That's going to, that's traveling call. I wasn't sure what the referee was going to call there, if he agreed with me on that, but yeah, that was certainly traveling. That's a turnover there for them by Tate Abney, the junior. Here comes Ja'Kai Partinger bringing the ball up the floor. He's going to be met at the top of the key by Abney. Over to Morris, now around the corner to Partinger. Partinger tries to get around to the baseline. Over to Scherer. Scherer picks up his dribble. Into the middle to Partinger. 2 goes in. Those are the kind of baskets that you look to get with this Franklin Simpson offense. They run a 5-out motion offense, and these boys certainly know how to move the ball. Ohio County looking for that shot. Pull-up jumper just north of the top of the free throw line goes in for number 15, Ryan Durham. 2-2 ball game now. 6-minute mark here in the first quarter. Running that 5-out motion offense. Kamari's got it. Over to Partinger. Partinger's going to set it up. As the rest of the team will get set now. Back over to the left wing to Phillips. Partinger running around. Over to Brooks. Into the corner to Partinger. He's going to look for somebody up top. Almost an errant pass. He's a little bit sharper here with our passing. There we go. Into the corner to Phillips. Phillips, corner 3. It is good. Kamari got set and squared up. Took a good-looking shot there. Oh, that's a reaching foul by Brooks. Yep, he definitely reached for it that time. That's going to be Jameer Brooks' first. One thing that you love about this Wildcat team is that pretty much everybody on the floor right here can guard anybody else on their team. They can switch every defensive position if they need to. 3 out of the left corner, 4. Number 11, Alex Quesenberry, goes in. Well, Ohio County has come pretty much matched everything that our Wildcats have done here to this point. Up top to Partinger. Trying to get into the middle, picked up, batted around by Scherer. Scherer misses the jumper, goes after the rebound, a little bit of a scrum for the ball. Handled by Ohio County. Here they come. All the way to the basket goes Durham. Fouled, misses the layup. That foul is going to go on number 5, Kamari Phillips. It's going to be Phillips' first. As number 15, Ryan Durham, goes to the line, the junior, to shoot 2. Ryan Durham leading this team in points per game with 16. Gets the first one to go. 4:46 here to go in the first quarter. 5-6 ball game. Ohio County now on top. Second one, off the mark. Stays 5-6. Rebounded by Morris. Nearly thrown away, but Partinger picks it up. Oh, that's a foul. That one's going to go on number 33, Tate Abney, as he just kind of ran right into Jakai. Phillips tosses it in the back court to Jakai. Over here to the left side. Looks like Ohio County's running a 1-3-1 offense. Oh, Jakai Partinger makes a beautiful pass to Phillips, but just off the mark on the layup. Into the corner. Three is off the mark, handled by Jakai. He is pushing the ball right up the middle. Crosses over Durham. Gets all the way to the bucket on the left side. The lay in with the right hand. Good looking push right up the middle of the court there by Jakai. Jakai has, if you've heard my broadcast at all, he is a kid out here who just looks like a basketball player. Long, lengthy, and can do a little bit of everything with that. I'd say he's probably about 6'4". That's 6'4" frame. Jameer Brooks fouled on the rebound by number 33, Tate Abney. That's going to be Abney's second. Coming in for him is going to be number 1, Jaden Bunton. And we're going to see Brody McAllister as well as Alan Johnson come into the game for the Wildcats. Phillips and Brooks coming out of the ball game. Baseline out for the Wildcats. McAllister's going to send it right into Logan Morris. And Morris misses the lay-in. Those are the kind of buckets we got to continue to have. It's 2 missed layups now for our Wildcats that were right at gimmies. Got to see these boys finish those. Durham, nice looking step back between the legs. Ohio County all the way to the bucket and one for Sean Cotton, the junior. Gets the lay-in to go. Got slapped on the arm pretty good there. The foul's on number 24, Cole Scherer. It's going to be Cole's first. Coming into the game now, it's Easton Kelly for the senior Logan Morris. Let's see if he can finish the and one. Gets it to go. Does. Cotton. Into Kelly. 2-2-1 full court press now from Ohio County. Partinger. Oh, throws it away to Durham that time. Durham on the lookout for that pass, and that's kind of a weak call, but the foul called on Jakai Partinger that time. Jakai just kind of out of position there. Don't really, kind of a weak call, but Durham to the line, 4-2. Got underneath of Durham, I guess. And ball don't lie, misses the first one. Durham off to a quick start here tonight as he gets the second one to go. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. We're looking at a 7-10 ball game. Ohio County on top. Still in that 2-2-1 press. They are sending it around. Wildcats, cross-court pass to Kelly. Into the middle to Scherer. Out into the corner. Three-point basket is blocked away from the shot attempt by Alan Johnson. Now we're going to have a baseline out. Brody McAllister will take it out. Into a box set. McAllister into Easton Kelly. He's trying to direct traffic a little bit. Calling that 5-out motion here. You can probably hear Coach Spencer in the background. Over to Kelly. Now around to McAllister. McAllister's going to send it. Throws it away to Cotton. Picks it off. Kelly trying to guard. The Euro step attempt mishandled by Cotton. And McAllister's got it. Over to Partinger now. Partinger crossover. He's trying. I love the downhill motion from Partinger. Batted away. Goes out of bounds. Logan Morris coming back into the game. Now for number 24, Cole Scherer. McAllister going to take it out of bounds here. Into Partinger. Dribbled off of his foot, but picks it back up. Bardstown is the play call here. Let's see. Yep, there's going to be a foul on number 15, Ryan Durham. Got underneath of Partinger a bit there. Tripped him up. side out for the Wildcats. Wildcats have looked pretty good to this point, other than the couple of gimme layups that we've missed on. The Ohio County defense has certainly been stepped up in intensity over the last 3 or 4 minutes of this first quarter. Partinger shot fakes, called traveling. Took an extra step there. Here comes Jameer Brooks and Kamari Phillips as Brody McAllister and Ja'Kai Partinger will step out of the game. Into the game for Ohio County is the freshman, number 10, Max Holsclaw. Holsclaw can not be left alone on the outside. I saw him knock down a 3 in the JV game prior to this matchup as Durham brings it across, and Holsclaw immediately looking for his shot from the top of the key. Durham getting all the way to the basket this time. Fouled by number 11, Allen Johnson. It's going to be Allen's first. Durham to the line yet again. Durham with 7 free throws made on the season, and he's, if he would have hit them all, he'd be at that point already here in the first quarter here tonight. Ohio County getting set here in the backcourt to run that 2-2-1 press again as he knocks it down. Extending it into Brooks. Kelly back to Brooks now. Looking for that cross-court pass dangerously, but Kamari picks it up and goes. Now he's going to dribble it on in. He's going to get it around. He's going all the way to the basket. Gets the runner to off the mark. Handled by Ohio County. Now bringing up the floor is Bunton. Bunton gets it across the half-court line. Now he's calling out the play. Over the top of the key. Over to the wing to Durham. Durham looking around. Into 11. Off the mark was the three-point basket. Handled by Easton Kelly. A good rebound there. Over Johnson. Johnson pushes it up to Brooks. Brooks over into the middle to Phillips. Phillips knew it was going in. Back it away before it even hit the bottom of the net. 9-11 ball game. Less than a minute to go here in the first. Wildcats with 5 fouls here in this first quarter. Just 3 on Ohio County. Into that extended 3-2 zone now that we've seen from the Wildcats all season long. Pressed out a bit is the top person in that 3-2 zone. They're going to just try to run out the clock here for one last shot in the first quarter. Don't want to give the Wildcats a chance to tie this one up. No shot clock in the high school ball game. 10 seconds. Ball to Durham now, and Durham's going to drive around Phillips into the corner. Corner 3 off the mark, handled by Brooks. And he's going to send it to Johnson. Johnson wanted to turn around and take a half-court shot attempt, but couldn't get spun around in time. Well, that's the end of the first quarter here. 9-11 ball game as here comes Partinger as well as Scherer going to be checking into the game on this one. Second quarter tonight. Brought to you by Wilkins Eye Care. At Wilkins Eye Care, we love the Wildcats and the Lady Cats and support all of the players and coaches' eye care needs. We are accepting new patients, so call them at 270-776-2020 to make an appointment with Wilkins Eye Care in Franklin, Kentucky. Once again, that was 270-776-2020 to make an appointment with Wilkins Eye Care in Franklin, Kentucky. Well, we've seen our Wildcats look pretty good to start this one off. Missed a couple of gimme layups, and from that point, it was
Looking for a place to connect, grow, and worship? Discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
pretty much any zone, whether it be 3-2 or 2-3. We'll see what the Wildcats do and how they handle this 2-2-1 full court press that gave them a little bit of trouble from the Eagles. Going to be a side out for Ohio County to start this second quarter. No change in the lineup for the Eagles. Durham across the half-court mark. Over to Phelps. Over into the button. There's Quisenberry. He's got it. Now there's going to be a tie up there on the floor. Good job, Jakai, to get down on that one, and that one's going to be turnover to the Wildcats on the tie up. Play call comes in from Coach Spencer. Phillips takes it on the left wing. Dribbles around over to his left to Brooks. Brooks back over to Phillips. Back to Brooks. On top of the key. Over to the left wing. Three-point basket. Oh, off the back iron by Partinger. Rebounded by Morris, though, and a big-time turnaround. Good footwork there from the senior Morris as he was to turn around and get the baby hook to miss just off the mark, but he was fouled by the Ohio County senior Hayden Phelps, his first. Morris will step to the line now to take 2 free throws. Sets, fires, off the mark on the first one. Logan is yet to record a free throw here this season. Free throw make, that is. Lane violation on the Wildcats that time. So now we're going to see a little bit of full court press by the Wildcats. Looks like you're setting up in a 1-2-2. Oh, and Phillips overruns Durham that time, and he sends it into the corner to Button. Oh, and Brooks on the big-time pickoff, and Brooks is going to go all the way to the basket. Easy left-hand lay. Tie ball game now at 11 at the 7-minute mark. Phelps has almost got it picked off. Quisenberry is going to try to get all the way to the basket. Offensive foul. Partinger takes the charge. That's what you love to see out of your senior leadership. Coach D. Spencer going to go out and dap him up over that one, as I would do the same. You see your top scorer, your senior leader, willing to sacrifice his body. That's got to fire a team up a little bit. Certainly know it did their coach. Over to left wing. Phillips now in to Partinger. Back out to Brooks. Back over to Partinger. Shot fakes 3, pulls up. Good looking pull up there from Jakai. Jakai's doing it on both sides of the ball now. Fantastic. Exactly what you love to see. A little bit of trouble breaking the press that time is Ohio County, as our boys have appeared to gotten a little bit more fired up. Logan Morris is going to foul Alex Quisenberry on the shot attempt that time. No, that was called on Cole Scher. Pardon me. That's going to be Cole's second. As Quisenberry gets to the line, sinks the first one. Here comes Brody McAllister in for Cole Scher. 13-12, Wildcats on top right now. Back to a tie ball game, all square here at Franklin Simpson High School with our Franklin Simpson Wildcats taking on the Ohio County Eagles. Getting a little Wildcat basketball here at home on a Thursday night. Wildcats break the press pretty easily that time. Ohio County sits back into the man-to-man. Morris dribbles out around the Partinger. Over to Phillips. Phillips not looking to do too much driving. Inside to Morris. Morris tries to play a little bit of bully ball off the mark on the baby hook. Rebounded by Ohio County. Up the left side now to Durham. Durham trying to probe constantly with his head up, trying to find somebody, or thinking about trying to get to the basket. Good looking crossover, and he tries to Euro step into the middle of the lane. Left-handed lay that time. Gets that one to go. 13-15 Ohio County here in the second quarter. 5.5 minutes to play before halftime. Left wing goes Partinger. Crossover. Gets the runner off the glass to go. Good looking shot there by Jakai. Jakai can go tit for tat with you. Over to the left wing now. Number 20, Parker Boyd for Ohio County. Turnover there by Sean Cotton. Took a few too many steps. Traveling is the call. Here comes 11 Allen Johnson, pardon me there, for your Wildcats. Love to see Allen get hot again in this one. Knocked down 3 or 2. Brooks has got it up top. Over to McAllister. Into the corner to Jakai. Jakai dribbles back out to the top of the key. Over to Brooks on the left wing. Sends it to Johnson. Johnson did not even think about taking the shot. Now he's squared up and ready. That one off the mark to the left. Logan Morris fighting for the rebound, and they're going to call it the other way. That's going to be, yep, sure enough. Man. Foul on Morris. Going to be his first, I believe. All knotted up here at 15 apiece with 4.5 minutes to go before halftime in the second quarter. Oh, Brooks. I love watching Brooks on defense. Brooks is constantly looking to tip the ball, try and get a deflection, moving it around. Gets a little bit dangerous sometimes if he overruns it, but love his head constantly being on a swivel. It's got to be exciting for Coach Spencer as Durham's shot is off the mark. Allen Johnson, the senior, on the floor for it. Logan Morris on the floor for it, and Brody McAllister has it passed to him. Hardinger pushes it up the floor to Brooks. Brooks fakes the three. Oh, and misses the runner. That would have been some beautiful basketball right there by the Wildcats had that shot fallen. Up the left side now does come Durham back around the top of the key. Over to Tate Abney. Abney over to Cotton. Cotton takes the three. It is good. 18-15. 3:36 here in the second quarter. So Ohio County now leads by 3, and they're going to sink down into a 2-3 offense. As the Wildcats are going to run that 5-out offense and try to run a man into the middle. As that 2-3 defense sunk pretty quick there on Logan Morris. Hardinger's got it over. Pardon me, that was Brooks. Around to Hardinger. Shot up fake goes McAllister. Oh, good looking pass down low to Morris, but he is stuffed on the shot attempt. 3 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Once again, this second quarter brought to you by Wilkins Eye Care. At Wilkins Eye Care, we love the Lady Cats as well as the Wildcats and support all their eye care needs. They're accepting new patients, so call them at 270-776-2020 as Sean Cotton gets the lay-in to go, and Ohio County Eagles now lead this one by 5. Timeout on the floor by the Wildcats. I believe that's going to be a full timeout. So we're going to take us a little bit of a break here and bring you this last 2 minutes, 44 seconds of the second quarter before halftime. You're listening to Wildcat basketball coverage on 92.3 WFKN. Just a minute, if that's okay. Figured it was as good a time as any. J.C. Roby coming into the game. Sophomore. Nope, no he's not. Here comes 20. Charles Davis. Okay. Welcome back to 92.3 WFKN's coverage of Wildcat basketball. I'm Cody Schuler on the call with you tonight as our varsity Wildcats are taking on the Ohio County Eagles. We are just under the 2.5 minute mark to go in the second quarter right now as the Eagles lead 15-20 coming off the timeout. Wildcats got the ball here in the half court. That pass was errantly poked away as we are now seeing Charles Davis, the sophomore point guard, for the first time into this one. Cole Scher's got it over on the right wing now. Into Xavier Hampton, also into the game. Davis probing around, trying to get to the middle of the floor. That passes over to Cole Scher and knocks it down on the baseline jumper. That's what you love to see from the junior Cole Scher. He is knocking those shots down consistently whenever the offense works within itself. Ohio County now on the other end into the corner. Quesenberry's got it. Up top to Cotton, now over to Durham. This offense lives and dies by the way that Durham is willing to run the offense. He is certainly an extension of the coach here. Durham moving the ball all the way around. He resets and sets the offense for the Eagles. That's an obvious one here. Quesenberry out top now. Over to Phelps. Timeout, Eagles. Well, the second quarter tonight brought to you by Wilkins Eye Care at Wilkins.
Special is that we look for the story when it comes to our customers.
Just listening to them, talking to them, figuring out a little bit about their background. A larger bank is not going to ask you those questions to figure out the end goal for you.
We stuck with Franklin Bank and Trust for over 10 years, easily because of the service.
I like to think of us more than just checking accounts and loans and things, but dreams and goals and aspirations is what we're trying to help people reach.
Franklin Bank and Trust, hometown banking at its best.
Back down man-to-man. We've seen them do a 2-3 in the half court. We've seen them run a 1-3-1 in the half court. Tell you what, to me, that's a bit tough on a high school team like this to be able to settle into so many different kinds of defenses. And I think that's why we've seen a little bit of stagnant offense so far from Ohio County, because they're constantly on a swivel on defense. We've seen our Franklin Simpson Wildcats make lots of plays, getting the ball around. Just fantastic here on this switching zone for the Wildcats. Another good-looking Euro step play by Cotton. Cotton, oh, rebounded by good-looking block there. Cotton missed. I'm sorry, I'm trying to see if Cotton was injured on that one. Cotton tried to get all the way to the basket, missed the lay-in, went down, and I think he was just kind of playing possum a little bit there, trying to get a call as he's going to head out of the game for the Ohio County Eagles. We then saw number 12, Hayden Phelps, get blocked on the putback attempt. Good-looking block there by the Wildcats. They reset into the 2-2-1. And here come the Wildcats. Xavier Hampton gets all the way to the bucket and gets fouled. Man, he cut through the middle of that zone super quickly. Xavier Hampton now to the line. 42 seconds to go. Xavier's going to line up two of them. Gets the first one to fall. His first free throw of the season. Love the athleticism and the quickness, the aggressive drive to the basket there from Xavier Hampton. Gets the second one to fall as well. I think if we saw a little more playing time out of the sophomore, he's going to turn into a fantastic player for these Wildcats. He's really into this one. Love the aggressive nature. 35 seconds, and I guarantee you Ohio County's going to try to dribble out this one. Maintain their 1-point lead into the half. But Wildcats are going to press the action and extend this man-to-man. Going to make them count at it. Referee starts counting 5. Now Morris steps out on Durham. Durham's going to get all the way to the bucket, and he's going to get he's just forcing the action, getting to the basket here. Foul's going to go on Jameer Brooks. I think that's going to be Jameer's second one. Yeah, Ryan Durham absolutely could be earning a living here, but that was The offensive player certainly initiating the action there and the contact, but 12 seconds to go here as Durham knocks down the first one, 2-point ball game. Wildcats behind. Second one falls for Durham as well. Coming in for the Eagles is number 20, Parker Boyd. Hardinger is going to be baseline out to Xavier Hampton. 12 seconds to play. Right back to Hardinger. He's going to force the action, try and get all the way to the bucket. Cole Scher throws that one away, and that one's going to be tipped out, and the clock's going to run out. D. Spencer unhappy with his team's ability to make the action happen right there in that one. That one was not what you wanted to see in a late game situation, but they got to do it at halftime and end up throwing that one away just a little bit. They had a chance, had a good look at the bucket, and they're behind 22-19 entering the third quarter. But that's the way the ball bounces sometimes. They're going to put some time up here on the clock for halftime. And once again, this second quarter tonight is brought to you by Wilkins Eye Care. At Wilkins Eye Care, we love the Lady Cats as well as the Wildcats, support all the players and coaches' eye care needs. We are accepting new patients, so call us at 270-776-2020 to make an appointment with Wilkins Eye Care in Franklin, Kentucky. Wow, man.
Special is that we look for the story when it comes to our customers.
Just listening to them, talking to them, figuring out a little bit about their background.
For the Wildcats, my name's Cody Schuler. We're having some Wildcat basketball here for you on a Thursday night. You're listening to 92.3 WFKN.
Special is that we look for the story when it comes to our customers.
Just listening to them, talking to them, figuring out a little bit about their background. A larger bank is not going to ask you those questions to figure out the end goal for you.
We stuck with Franklin Bank and Trust for over 10 years, easily because of the service.
I like to think of us more than just checking accounts and loans and things, but dreams and goals and aspirations is what we're trying to help people reach.
Franklin Bank and Trust, hometown banking at its best.
Are you looking for a place to connect, grow, and worship? Discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot. Shoot that. Hey, why not? Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
Mr. Smith, what was that call about last Friday night?
Well, Doc, I thought he crossed the line.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the stands thought you were the one that crossed the line with that call.
I guess I get that all the time, Doc.
Well, I'm glad you finally came in here to get your eyes checked at Wilkins Eye Care.
And like I said, I hear that all the time.
Go Cats!
Wilkins Eye Care, 705 North Main Street, Franklin, Kentucky.
Special is that we look for the story when it comes to our customers.
Just listening to them, talking to them, figuring out a little bit about their background. A larger bank is not going to ask you those questions to figure out the end goal for you.
We stuck with Franklin Bank and Trust for over 10 years easily because of service.
I like to think of us more than just checking accounts and loans and things, but dreams and goals and aspirations is what we're trying to help people reach.
Franklin Bank and Trust, hometown banking at its best.
Are you looking for a place to connect, grow, and worship? Discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at the Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot. Shoot that. Hey, why not? Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
Smith, what was that call about last Friday night?
Well, Doc, I thought he crossed the line.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the stands thought you were the one that crossed the line with that call.
I guess I get that all the time, Doc.
Well, I'm glad you finally came in here to get your eyes checked at Wilkins Eye Care.
And like I said, I hear that all the time.
Go, Cats!
Wilkins Eye Care, 705 North Main Street, Franklin, Kentucky.
To this point, it's just
Special is that we look for the story when it comes to our customers.
Just listening to them, talking to them, figuring out a little bit about their background. A larger bank is not going to ask you those questions to figure out the end goal for you.
We stuck with Franklin Bank and Trust for over 10 years easily because of the service.
I like to think of us more than just checking accounts and loans and things, but dreams and goals and aspirations is what we're trying to help people reach.
Franklin Bank and Trust, hometown banking at its best.
Are you looking for a place to connect, grow, and worship? Discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Coming in hot.
from some other players. We'd like to see Kamari get his hand going. Love to see Alan Johnson knock down a couple of jumpers in this one. And Logan Morris continued to do his part on the boards. Our boys are getting warmed up to go here into the third quarter. We've got about a minute before halftime. We're going to take one more quick break before we come at you with a second half of action here at Franklin Simpson High School. This is 92.3 WFKN. You want to do 30 seconds this time? We're all set here to kick off the second half of this Franklin Simpson Wildcat High School basketball game on 92.3 WFKN. Ohio County Eagles taking on our Franklin Simpson Wildcats. And hey, I just want to send out a couple thank yous, as this is my last scheduled game of the basketball season to do with you guys. My name's Cody Schuler. Thank you so much for joining me here on the call tonight on 92.3 WFKN, as well as Franklin Simpson Channel 9, streaming on Facebook and YouTube. Big shout out to everybody. We were missing a referee. He looked like he left his whistle. He's signaling to his counterparts that he's got it back now. Ready to go here in this one. Thank you to all of our producers and friends there at WFKN as well. Kendra Holt always holding it down for me. Back in the studio taking care of things. As Ohio County Alex Quisenberry knocks down a three out of the right corner to open up this third quarter. Partinger pushes it across. I'd like to thank our morning representative, Will Cody, as Partinger's shot is off the mark. Will Cody always entertaining and in the know as well here. The town of Franklin, Simpson County, all of the happenings going on with our elected officials down at the courthouse. We appreciate all that he does. Love that morning show. If you've never had a chance to tune into that, try to do that. It starts Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Ohio County working through their offense right now, trying to get an open look. And there's one thing that you have to credit Ohio County with so far is that just the simple fact that they are in no hurry to get their offense going. My goodness. That foul's called, I believe, on Jameer Brooks. That one's going to be his third. Team's first here in the third quarter. As number 33, Tate Abney, heading to the free throw line. Fouled off the spin move, gets the first to go. Kamari thought he was coming out of the game. Nope. It's Jameer Brooks. We've talked about Ja'Kai Partinger looking like a basketball player. Same can be said about Jameer. I think we're going to be calling out his name a lot in the next couple of seasons. Partinger brings it across half court. Over to Phillips on the left wing. Dribbles it back out up top. Looking for Scherer in the middle. Scherer passes it out to the right wing. Partinger, he's thinking about what to do with it. He's going to bring it out up top. That's the thing about younger players that you often see is just that undecisiveness. And that's what can really change things between the Logan Morris gets the short jumper to go off the pass from Brody McAllister. That's the difference that you see between the really good and great high school basketball players is that it's one move and boom, to the basket. Just like we saw right there from Durham. Jab step left and went straight to the bucket. Cole Scherer almost lost the shoe. Ja'Kai brings it up the left side, over to Scherer. Back to Ja'Kai now. He's going to dribble it out up top. As Ohio County has settled down into a 2-3 zone now, looking to try to make the Wildcats shoot it. Off the foot of Kamari Phillips, that's going to be an over and back violation. Trying to get into the offense. Sometimes it just happens that way. Not that anybody really did anything wrong or anything like that. Just sometimes you just dribble off your foot. Howell County. Abney takes the short jumper off the mark. Rebounded by Scherer after it poked around a little bit. Partinger's going to push up the right side, and he's going to in and out step into the lane. And he's going to take the short jumper off the back iron. Rebounded by Morris. Morris back up off the mark, but he is fouled on the rebound attempt. That time by Hayden Phelps of the Ohio County Eagles. And here comes Alan Johnson into the game for Kamari Phillips. It's Phelps third. I believe I just heard our PA say. Scherer knocks down the inbounds pass in the middle of the lane. Howell County's had a tough time getting to that, as now our Wildcats are pressing. Howell County breaks it down. Morris gets all the way to Durham, gets all the way to the bucket. Gets the shot to fall. Fouls on Alan Johnson. It's going to be Johnson's second.
That's by Ryan Durham, about 11, Alan Johnson. The second, team second.
Durham now going to the line for the and one. Great piece of basketball there by Durham. Gets the shot to fall. 23-30 game. Eagles have controlled the early part of this third quarter. Wildcats have got a little bit of room to make up now. Partinger's going to try to break his man down and get to the bucket. A little bit of a pushing call there. Number 2, Sean Cotton. It's going to be Cotton's first foul. Out of bounds there by McAllister. Out of bounds play doesn't work that time, getting underneath the basket. Scherer got it on the right wing now. He's going to dribble around all the way to the left wing. He's going to send it into the middle there to McAllister. McAllister brings it out to Scherer in the deep corner there. Long 2 ball, gets it to fall. Scherer able to knock down jump shots at a high rate. Long 3-point basket that time by Tate Abney off the left wing. Runs the lead back up to 8, 25-33 as we get under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. The third quarter tonight brought to you by Clark CPA and Advisor Group at 927 Brookhaven Road here in Franklin. Kick out to Johnson. Johnson, the 3 off the mark. Rebounded by Ohio County. As we were saying, as a former athlete at Franklin Simpson High School, Tanner Clark knows a thing or two about basketball and a thing or two about money. Tax questions or issues that you need consultation for, need bookkeeping or payroll done. Tanner and his team do it all. Call them at 270-586-9899 at Clark CPA and Advisory Group. The quick 3 there by Quesenberry off the mark, rebounded by Partinger. Partinger's going to bring it all the way up the floor now. Hounded by the Eagles defenders. He's going to try to reset now. And Johnson calling for it. Fires away the 3. It's good. Holy moly, there it goes for Alan Johnson. It's a good-looking stroke when he gets it up. Back to a 5-point game now. 3:01 left here in the third. 28-33. 2 fouls apiece here on each team in the third quarter. Johnson gets the 3-pointer to go. Fans that are here in attendance into this one a little bit more. Out of bounds now to Ohio County. Ohio County. Here comes Ryan Durham up the middle. Looking like we're going to settle down in a 1-3-1 half court. Nope, they're going to sit back now into man-to-man. Faked the 1-3-1. Partinger taking the defensive duty there on Durham this time. I'd say that's a great choice there by Partinger. Try and slow him down. Poked out of bounds that time by Johnson. Johnson appears to be locked into this one now. Love, love, love the matchup between Partinger and Durham. Picked off there by Morris. Up to Partinger. Partinger, he's going to push the basketball. Reach in foul on Durham. Tell you what, that right there, that's what I would love to watch just for the rest of this ball game. The final 2 minutes and 23 seconds at this third quarter as well as the fourth quarter. I would love to see Partinger step up to the plate right here and be like, no. That's my guy right there. I'm guarding him the rest of the game. He's not going to win this one on behalf of Ohio County. I'm going to get us back into this game. Morris with the big shoulder bump. Baby hook is off the mark. Still a 28-33 game with 2 minutes to go. I don't think if you're the Wildcats, you can let Ryan Durham beat you. You got to make somebody else do it. As Ohio County's moving around up top now. 1:45 to go. Consistently, just in no hurry. Walking, traveling violation there on Alex Quizberry as we're going to see Xavier Hampton coming to the game. Getting some more playing time. He's coming in from Morris. Here comes Jakai. Gets it across half court. Over to Scherer. Scherer on the right wing. Looking for somebody in the middle. Back up top to Partinger. Partinger's going to try to get to the basket. Good looking fake there. Turn around. Off the mark. Rebounded by McAllister. McAllister up and in. Three-point ball game now with just over a minute to play here in the third quarter. Jakai still on Durham. Durham has visibly slowed down now with Jakai. Offensive foul taken by Brody McAllister. That is big time right there, young man. Great job holding your ground. Timeout, Ohio County. Love to see that right there, sacrificing your body. Learning from Jakai Partinger's.
Special is that we look for the story when it comes to our customers.
Just listening to them, talking to them, figuring out a little bit about their background. A larger bank is not going to ask you those questions to figure out the end goal for you.
We stuck with Franklin Bank and Trust for over 10 years, easily because of the service.
I like to think of us more than just checking accounts and loans and things, but dreams and goals and aspirations is what we're trying to help people reach.
This one, and the big difference that we've seen is in the defensive play of Jakai Partinger on Ryan Durham of the Ohio County Eagles. The offense has run completely through Durham to this point, and Ohio County setting up in that 2-2-1 full court press. Let's see how the Wildcats deal with it. McAllister into Partinger. Partinger back over to McAllister. They're going to send it back and forth around the horn. Full court press there to Hampton. Hampton into the middle to McAllister. Over to the left wing to Partinger. And he's going to take it easy and take a little breather here and bring it back out up top. Going to run the offense. Scherer into the middle. Pull up off the mark. Rebounded by Ohio County, and they're going to bring it up the left side. Try to get their offense set up. Hampton out on Durham this time. Bunton with the ball. Back over to 33 Abney. And now Durham's got it back with Alan Johnson on him. They're calling flat, looking to get Durham to penetrate and try to score this time. Hampton, calling for the switch or the double this time. And he throws it away, trying to get the ball to Bunton. I tell you what, this right here, we have figured it out that if we can get Durham sped up, the offense has not fared well whenever the senior Partinger has been on him. He's rocked back on his heels a little bit whenever the double came at him. Unable to move the ball so far. 8.5 seconds. Here comes Partinger. 4, 3, 2, 1. Partinger's fouled there, but Scherer gets it. Oh, off the mark. No call on that foul. He was completely came down as both Ohio County.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot, just like the fajita. I write what I live, my life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
His team do it all. Call him at 270-586-9899. Once again, that was 270-586-9899 for Clark CPA and Advisory Group. Man, this has been a fun game. 30-33, Wildcats trailing by 3. The final 8 minutes here of the fourth quarter, getting ready and getting set to go. And we saw a change there on the defense from our Wildcats as they took away the junior big-time scorer, Ryan Durham. And that was all set up by senior Ja'Kai Partinger, taking that on the chin there and saying, you know what, I'm not going to let this guy beat us. He wanted that assignment. Wildcats side out into Ja'Kai, and looking like a 1-3-1 zone here for Ohio County. Into Phillips. Phillips off the mark with that one. Poked out of bounds by Ohio County. Going to be inbounds play from the baseline now. Cole Scherer coming in for Kamari Phillips. Ball goes into Scherer. Handed off to Partinger. Over to Johnson. Johnson looking for Morris. Foul is going to be on number 11, Alex Quesenberry that time. Reaching over his back. He just shakes his head up and down. Yeah, he's nodding. He knew it. Going to be another baseline out of bounds for the Wildcats. Whoa, nice looking play into Partinger. Partinger blocked, and he's fouled on the putback attempt. That one's going on Durham. Xavier Hampton, Jameer Brooks, all set to come in for the Wildcats. Partinger heads to the line. 2 shots at this one. Let's see if we can cut it to 1. Squares it up. It's away. It's good. Ja'Kai's had a great game so far on both ends of the floor. Really love to compliment his defensive game there, especially starting in the third quarter. Knocks a second one down, cuts the lead to 1, 33-32 with 7.5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. 2-2-1 full court press by the Wildcats as McAllister pokes that one away, picked up by Brooks. Brooks passes it over to Scherer. Scherer's got it at the top of the key. Over to Partinger. Partinger. Oh, he thought about it. Oh, and he breaks down a good look. And wow. That one deserved a hand clap. A good looking, smooth crossover. Gets all the way to the bucket. And the 2-2-1 press has caused another turnover. The Wildcats have got it up ahead to Brooks, and he's going to hand it off to Partinger up top of the key. He's going to try to get to the bucket again. Tosses it down low to Brooks. Brooks is up and fouled. Wildcats into this one as they now lead it by 1 with 7:03 to go here in the fourth quarter, and Jameer Brooks is going to go to the line for 2. Timeout, Wildcats. Nope, pardon me, that's a timeout, Ohio County. They've got to be careful here.
Mr. Smith, what was that call about last Friday night?
Well, Doc, I thought he crossed the line.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the stands thought you were the one that crossed the line with that call.
I guess I get that all the time, Doc.
Well, I'm glad you finally came in here to get your eyes checked at Wilkins Eye Care.
And like I said, I hear that all the time.
Go, Cats!
Wilkins Eye Care, 705 North Main Street, Franklin, Kentucky.
And it used to be, before it blew up and turned into a much bigger residential town, a suburb of Lexington, it used to remind me of what Franklin is. And Franklin is just a wonderful small town. Jameer Brooks is going to step up to the line to take 2 free throws. 1-point lead. So right now the 5 on the floor for the Wildcats is Hampton, Brooks, Partinger, McAllister, and Scherer. As Brooks knocks down the first one. Brooks, the lefty. And the second one rattles in. 2-2-1 full court press yet again for the Wildcats. 2 straight turnovers for the Eagles, and they get past the press that time, and they throw it away again. My goodness, the amount of trouble that this 2-2-1 press has given to Ohio County has not been good. And we've just a disappearing act by their star player, Ryan Durham, so far here in the second half. Partinger is going to bring it across half court. Coach D. Spencer wants to slow it down and run an offense this time. Making sure they are running the play properly. Scherer gets the short jumper, and he turns around and knocks it down. 5-point lead now for the Wildcats, right back into that 2-2-1 full court press. The crowd is into it. Ohio County nearly loses it down on the baseline. Double dribble missed by the referees. Big time missed call. Into the corner, 3 by Quisenberry is off the mark, short. Rebounded by Tate, and he's trying to get back to the basket. Off the mark yet again. Rebound batted around. Logan Morris runs right into the hips of Bunton on that one. That foul's going on Morris. Morris is second. Team's third here in the fourth quarter, or first here in the fourth quarter. 3 on Ohio County so far here in the fourth. 6:12 to play. 5-point lead for the Wildcats. Baseline out of bounds into Durham. Durham's got it out on the right wing. Morris guarding him up to the top of the key. Back around over there to the left wing to Cotton. Cotton fires it back out. Back around the court. Horn here to Durham takes a long 3 way off the mark there on the right side. He has grown cold here in the second half after a big-time first half. Partinger are going to slow it down and try to run the offense yet again. Over to McAllister, into the corner to Johnson. Johnson thought about it, throws it away. Durham comes and gets it this time. Partinger's going to meet him immediately, though. Jakai. Good wide stance, nearly. I tell you what, he got Durham to pick up his dribble there in the back court. That could have been trouble for Ohio County. Into the corner to Bunton, back out to Durham. Alan Johnson guarding him now. 38-33 lead as we tick down to the 5-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Durham takes the 3. That one is off the mark on the left side. Jakai with the block out of bounds. Going to stick with Ohio County. Jameer Brooks into the game now for Brody McAllister. Quisenberry back into the game for the Eagles. Here comes Hampton back into the game now for Alan Johnson. Baseline out of bounds into the corner, back around to the wing. Back into the corner to Quisenberry. Back into the corner yet again for Durham. Durham takes another 3, and that one's off the mark. Wildcats cannot get the defensive rebound right now. Just struggling. Hampton with a close defense. Durham wanted to take another one. Shut down by Partinger. Great defense by the Wildcats. They have been on it on defense, making Ohio County take rushed and bad shots. That one is rebounded by Cole Scherer. As he takes a shot, and he's going down. He took a rough shot there. I feel bad for that young man. That was inadvertent, it looked like. I think he's going to be okay, but that was we're just going to say that one's smarts, where he took that one. Hey, tonight's player of the game is going to be brought to you by Pelican Snowballs here in Franklin. With over 100 snowball flares, Pelicans is the perfect place for you and your family to go get a treat. be on the lookout for Pelican snowballs for the start of their next season. As Scherer is making his way back to his feet, he's going to get a round of applause from everyone here in the gym. Glad that young man's okay. Does it look like McAllister comes right back into the game? Taking some deep breaths there is Scherer. And Ohio County's going to get set up into the 2-2-1 full court press there after the foul on the rebound attempt. McAllister sends it into Brooks. Brooks back to McAllister, over to Partinger. Partinger all the way across court to Brooks, back into McAllister, into the middle to Morris, back over to Partinger. Partinger's going to slow it up, set up the offense. 5-point lead still, 33-38, as we're hitting that 4-minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Tried to throw it in, throws it away, off the foot. McAllister comes away with it. Partinger thought about trying to drive it in and thought better and brought it back out. A little too much chaos there. Brooks now with the ball over to Morris. Morris looking for Partinger. Going to be an offensive foul there on Morris. Hampton now coming into the game. I bet it's for Morris. Yep. Just not a play that you wanted to see Morris to make. That's the second time this season that I've noticed him trying to get in the way and threw out that hip, trying to loosen up another player. Partinger just eating Durham's lunch right now on the defensive side of the basketball. I mean, that is just, oh my goodness, I love it. As somebody who appreciates good defense, and now you saw Durham drive on McAllister, and he gets the foul call that time. He's not driving that basketball. Ja'Kai Partinger's guarding him. Coach D. Spencer begging for his player to step in there and take the charge. As Durham's going to head to the line now for two. Durham knocks the first one down. 4-point ball game with 3:25 to play here. Just shy of 8:30 here in the evening at Franklin Simpson High School. This is a fun one. This is going to be a great final 3.5 minutes of play here. As Durham rattles in the second one. 3-point ball game. Brooks has got it. Over to Partinger. Back to Brooks. Trying to get past that 2-2-1 press. Back to Partinger. Partinger back to Brooks now. Oh, boy. 10-second violation. Got a little bit too comfortable with the back and forth, just trying to get it up the floor. Coach D. Spencer trying to coerce his team to attack. Partinger right back out to guard Durham. He tosses it over to the wing. Durham put it on the right wing now into the corner to the freshman. Back out to Durham. Here comes the screen left. Partinger switch. Cole Scherer's got on to him now. Foul called on number 11, Alan Johnson. Four fouls apiece now between the Wildcats and the Eagles. Here comes Logan Morris and Xavier Hampton. For Johnson and McAllister. Baseline out now. Freshman's shot attempt is blocked and picked up by Scherer. Oh, and he picked it up but stepped on the out of bounds baseline. It's going right back to the Eagles. You love the defensive intensity, though. Holzclaw attempt on that three-point. Hampton misses it, but he still gets it, and he's going to try and get in the way of Durham, and he drills the lay-in. Got right in the way of Durham and would not let him around him. Great play there from Xavier Hampton. Sophomore making big-time plays, and Partinger's right back out to pick up Durham. Durham. Whoa! That's a weak call if I've ever seen one. My goodness. Somebody get Wilkins Eye Care on the phone. Well, just threw that one up there pretty much, did Durham. So he's going to go to the line for 2. Blocking foul called. He sinks the first one, 36-40. Wildcats on top. As Johnson and McAllister come back in. Xavier Hampton a little bit misconstrued there. The substitutions, thought he was coming out of the game. He's sticking in. Durham gets that one to fall. All right, now let's see them attack this 2-2-1 press now. Over to left corner. Johnson fires away the left corner 3, and it is rattles out, but put back up. Oh, missed off the mark by Partinger, the putback. Rebounded by Ohio County this time. Quisenberry got it on the left wing. Durham takes the 3 from left wing off the front iron. Oh, a foul called on Brody McAllister. And now Ohio County will head to the free throw line to take 2 shots, as that is the team's 5th foul. That one's going to go. Now we're going to see Jaden Bunton, the freshman for Ohio County, go to the line for 2 as we are under the 2-minute mark. Wildcats on top, 40-37. He sinks the first one. The Ohio County fan base has made the trip over here to Franklin Simpson. He sinks them both. 1-point ball game now with under 2 minutes to play. McAllister's going to take it out and send it into Partinger. Across the court to Hampton, back to McAllister, back to Partinger now. All the way across court to Hampton. Hampton's going to dribble up the right side, and he is going to get fouled. And you know what? He's going to head right to the free throw line for 2 shots. Brooks is going to come to the scorer's table to check in now. We saw Hampton knock down 2 free throws earlier in this matchup. Sinks the third. 3 for 3 now. Brooks coming into the game for Johnson. Coach D. Spencer constantly coaching his team up. You love the leadership. That one rattles out after hitting the top of the backboard. That's hard to do on a free throw. That took a wild bounce. Durham picks up the dribble. Over and back. Violation possibly. Nope. Timeout, Ohio County. 1:41 left to play here. 39-41. Wildcats on top.
Special is that we look for the story when it comes to our customers.
Just listening to them, talking to them, figuring out a little bit about their background. A larger bank is not going to ask you those questions to figure out the end goal for you.
We stuck with Franklin Bank and Trust for over 10 years, easily because of the service.
I like to think of us more than just checking accounts and loans and things, but dreams and goals and aspirations is what we're trying to help people reach.
Franklin Bank and Trust, hometown banking at its best.
That's big time right there for a young man that typically doesn't really get into the scoring column per game, just averaging 1 point a game. But man, he's had himself a
For a place to connect, grow, and worship, discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
Durham has in this game. Points Durham has so far. Durham for Ohio County. As Durham gets it across half court, Hampton on the tight defense. Durham's got 16 points, so he's right at his average. My goodness, it sure feels like more, but he's had a whole lot of points from the free throw line. Durham passes it into the corner to Cotton. Cotton off the mark on the layup, rebounded by Partinger. Partinger's going to push it all the way across half court, and now he's going to slow it up. Over to Brooks. Brooks is going to send it over to Scherer at the top of the key. Over to McAllister on the right wing. Back up top to Brooks. Now over to Hampton, into the corner to Partinger's going to drive, and he's going to get all the way to the bucket for the lay-in. Timeout, Coach D. Spencer. We are right here with 1 minute remaining here in the fourth quarter. Wildcats now lead it by 4. 5 fouls apiece, so any foul will send either team, unless it's an offensive foul, to the free throw line for 2 shots. So we want to play defense without fouling here. But Ohio County has not been settling here in this last 2 minutes or so for the 3-ball. They've been looking more and more to get the ball to the cup. The 2-2-1 full court press has caused the Eagles all kinds of trouble. And we've seen the defensive intensity turned up on both sides of the floor. But the key, my goodness, Jakai just been on top of Durham. And now he's turned over those duties to Xavier Hampton. Oh, now they're backing away. Don't want to give up any easy breakaway layups, but Hampton taking on the defensive duties of guarding Durham. And now he switches over to Partinger. And Partinger, my goodness, look at that defense. He is staying right in front. That is a forced up 3. That is way off the mark. Completely attributed to the defense of Jakai Partinger. Cole Scherer, he's got it. And he goes up with 2 hands and 1. Holy moly, Cole Scherer gets that one to fall. Goes up strong with 2 hands. And gets that one now to a lead of 45-39 with 35 seconds left to play. Scherer's going to step to the line here for that and 1 free throw. Up. And it's good. We're looking at a 7-point ball game. This one is all going to be but over as Wildcats have pushed this one out to a 7-point lead and 30 seconds left to play. Wow. I mean, that is... Oh, and Durham knocks down a corner 3. My goodness, that is just... Oh, left the kid. Of all the players you didn't want to leave, gave him the space, and he banged it through now. 4-point game with 25. I'm going to sit here and apologize for that because, my goodness, that almost felt like it was on me. As soon as I said it, 7-point game, looked like we're going to tie this one up. Bang, 3-point shot from Durham. Only player I didn't think we'd leave open. He got some space and he knocked it down. Well, but you know what? We're still in control. 46-42 with 25 seconds left to play here in the fourth quarter. After this one's tied up, we're going to have a Pelican Snowball Franklin Player of the Game. With over 100 snowball flavors, Pelicans is the perfect place for you and your family to get a cool treat. Be on the lookout for the start of their next season. It's going to be Wildcat on the far baseline ball. Looks like we're going to see McAllister, Brooks, Scherer, Hardinger, and Hampton into the game right here in the final moments. Into Brooks. That one's going to be a foul immediately on Ohio County. That foul is going to go on number 20, Parker Boyd. And we're going to see Brooks head to the free throw line. We're just fine with that. Jameer, sophomore. I'll tell you what, he's knocked down a couple tonight. He is completely unafraid. The team steps up and knocks that one down straight away. We're going to see the the freshman, number 10, Max Holzball, step in for Ohio County. And he is a 3-point specialist. And Jameer sped up a little bit on that one. Looked like he was a little bit out of his routine. Misses the mark on that free throw, but it's still a 5-point ball game. Quesenberry fires up the 3 and gets it to go. 14 seconds. 13 seconds left to play here, and it's a 2-point ball game with Jakai Partinger heading to the free throw line. Coach D. Spencer calling his team over to him now as Jakai is going to step to the line for 2. And Jakai squares it up. Gets it to go. 3-point ball game. That was a big-time shot right there because they couldn't get any lead now if they even were to knock down a 3 with 13 seconds left to play. Let's see if he can put the game all but away right here and make it a 4-point ball game. Off the mark, rebounded by Quesenberry. Quesenberry's looking, he's trying to push. Over to Tate. Tate's going to try to get to the basket. The freshman Holskalaw fires it away. Off the mark, rebounded, but a push on Cotton as Jameer Brooks brings in the rebound. 3 seconds left to play as Brooks is going to head to the free throw line. Brooks was coming down and falling away with that one, and Cotton shoved him just enough to make him lose his balance completely. And he went down and got the foul call as Brooks knocks it down. 4-point ball game, 3 seconds left to play. Enough can't be said about the young cats here tonight. The play of Hampton and Brooks and McAllister. 3 seconds left to play, 5-point ball game. Cotton's going to take a 3 to end this one, but it's off the mark. And Wildcats win. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Wildcats win. My goodness, that was a great home win for our Franklin Simpson Wildcats as they pull this one out 45-50. Great home win against the Ohio County Eagles. These are the kind